get started and we'll call them up. All right, it's 6:30. We're going to go ahead and get started. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, any additions to or deletions from the board agenda?
Not at this time.
No? All right, we're going to go ahead and get right into the monthly spotlight. We're going to start with our student representatives report from Josie and David. Or maybe just David. Thank you guys so much. All right, now we'll turn our attention to the Student of the Month recognition, and we will begin with the high school.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Millen. I'm principal at Dowagiac Union High School, and it's my honor to be here tonight to talk about Dowagiac Union High School's Student of the Month for February. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here tonight. He has playing varsity basketball at Coloma, so if there's anyone at Coloma watching us live, this one is for Ben. So again, our Student of the Month for Dowagiac Union High School is 18-year-old senior Ben Clan. Ben is the son of Keith and Julia Clan. He has 2 sisters and 1 brother, and was nominated by his band director, Miss Boynton, with support from many of his other teachers. So I have a few words here from Mrs. Boynton. She says that Ben is a well-rounded student here at Dowagiac Union High School. From athletics to fine arts to his schoolwork, Ben puts in the time and effort to find success in it all. In band, he serves as a leader in the percussion section and in the drum line during marching season. During the winter, he is active on the varsity basketball team as a forward. In the spring, he's a pitcher and catcher for varsity baseball. She says in the classroom, Ben is focused on his work and holds himself to high academic standards. He works hard to ensure his work is complete, and he understands the material well. After graduating, Ben plans to attend Lake Michigan College to play baseball and study to become an electric lineman. And on behalf of the entire Dowagiac Union High School staff, we would all like to say that we're proud to award Ben with our Student of the Month. And we really can't wait to see the great things that he's going to do in the future. And he's certainly a valuable part of our student body and the class of 2023. So congratulations, Ben, and we urge him to keep up the good work. So I'm the first one. So each of our Student of the Months will get a plaque like this. It'll say Dowagiac Union Schools Student of the Month. The school board administration and staff appreciate your academic performance and mentoring of fellow students, and it'll be signed by their principal and superintendent, Jonathan Wan. They'll also receive a nice t-shirt, Student of the Month t-shirt with their name on the back. So again, congratulations, Ben. Thank you.
All right, Dowagiac Middle School.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Whiteman. I'm the principal here at Dowagiac Middle School, and I have the privilege of and honor of introducing our January Student of the Month, Evie Locke. Evie is a 7th grade student at Dowagiac Middle School and is the daughter of Jolene and Zach Locke. Evie also has one older sister here tonight, Josie, who attends Dowagiac Union High School. And she also has a younger brother, Zane, who attends Kinchlow Elementary. Evie says what she likes most about our school is the teachers, because they are really nice. She says they treat me and my classmates with respect and show they care. Evie says she also likes DMS because she learns a lot of new things every day, like how to use art supplies correctly, add fractions in simplest form, and stuff about famous people like Alexander the Great. Evie added she also loves DMS because of athletics. She says her favorite sport is basketball because she loves to do it in her free time, and it's fun beating her older sister when they play one-on-one. Sometimes. I would also like to add Evie is a proud member of our 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team, who did play Brandywine Middle School tonight, and I'm happy to say that her team won. Now, I also have a gentleman behind me today. His name is Mr. Colin Churchill, who teaches 7th grade social studies here at DMS. And Mr. Churchill had this to say about his nominee.
Hey, Evie. So I nominated Evie because I believe she embodies everything a student should strive for in becoming one of our chieftain heroes. Evie is always engaged in the material we are covering. She's respectful to everyone she comes in contact with, is a great athlete, and always strives for excellence. I remind my kids from time to time that when you're older, you'll probably look back at your middle school days and think of it as a tough time in your life when you're trying to find your place. But I don't think that'll be the case for Miss Evie over here. She seems to be making the most of her time here at DMS, socially and academically, and I have no doubt that any troubles she might encounter here will be small blips in an otherwise lifetime of success. Evie truly deserves this award because I've shared of what I've shared as well as many other things I have not mentioned. Congratulations, Evie. Thank you.
So getting a chance to know Evie a little bit better with the questions that we asked. We asked a few things and talked a little bit about some of the things she likes to do in her spare time. And Evie says she likes to work with her family's cows to help them get ready for the Cass County Fair every year. She also stated she likes to practice playing basketball and soccer in her free time, as well as play with her little brother when she gets a chance. Evie said she also has a lot of chores to do around the house when she gets home, like feeding the animals and cleaning their pens, washing the dishes, sweeping the floor, and cleaning her room. Evie stated she also likes to listen to music and watch college basketball too when she has the time. Her favorite music is country and pop, and her favorite basketball team is Michigan State, Purdue, and Wisconsin. When asked if she had any advice to give any other students wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, she had this to say. I would tell people not to be afraid to stand up for others, especially when you see people not being treated fairly or nicely. I would also tell them to be respectful to your teachers. They have put in a lot of time during the day and put up with all of us kids, and they get up early too. Also, be someone to stop problems from happening instead of being someone who makes them happen. So on behalf of the staff at Dowagiac Middle School and the students here, we would like to congratulate Evie for being selected as our January 2023 Student of the Month.
Kinchelo.
Look at his outfit. This is awesome. Way to go, Declan. All right, Miss Carriage couldn't be here tonight, so I have the honor and privilege to introduce you to Declan Walker. He has been selected as Kinchelo's Student of the Month. Declan is a hard-working student in Miss Carriage's first grade classroom. Declan's family includes his mom, Danielle Black, and stepdad, Tony, and his dad, Nick Walker. He has two older sisters, Danica and Tori, and a younger brother named Tate. Declan's favorite subject in school is writing. He works hard on everything he's given and is always looking for what's next. Outside of school, Declan likes to play football and basketball. He's also involved in jiu-jitsu. Watch out. And he won 2 silver medals at his last tournament. Way to go. When he grows up, Declan wants to work at his mom's restaurant, Lindy's. He also would like to be a zookeeper, a teacher, or work at a bank. He already shows responsibility in that area because he likes to save money. Declan was selected as Kinchelo's Student of the Month because he always comes to school ready to work and learn. He also loves to help out around the room, whether it's picking up the floor or helping a friend. Declan is an excellent friend to his peers and can always be counted on to help his friends in a respectful way. We are so proud to have Declan here at Kinchelo. Congratulations, bud.
Patrick Hamilton.
Good evening. My name is Nicole Conlon. I am the principal at Patrick Hamilton Elementary, and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Miss Kayliana Wares Lineberry, also known as KK, to her friends at school. She is accompanied this evening by her mother, Melissa Wares, her grandpa, Wesley Wares, and her grandma, Shirley Burnham. Next, I'd like to introduce her teacher, Mrs. Jennifer Linton, who nominated her for our Student of the Month.
So I nominated Kayliana as my Student of the Month because she is a hard worker, a fabulous listener, and always willing to help out when needed in the classroom. When asking Kayliana some questions, I had asked her what her favorite, or if she had a pet at home. She said she didn't have any pets. However, when asked what kind of animals she would like, she said she wanted a dog named Thomas. Outside of school, Kayliana likes to play on the playground and plays basketball. She hopes to one day be a professional basketball player. Kayliana also believes that in order to be a good Pat Ham hero, one needs to be quiet in the hallways and always listen to your teachers.
Next up, Justice Gage Elementary.
Good evening, Brian Henry, Principal, Justice Gage Elementary, and I'm here to introduce our January Student of the Month, Lucy Justice, and our first grade teacher, Mrs. Deborah Wagner.
Good evening. Lucy is our February Student of the Month for first grade at Justice Gage. She enjoys listening to books being read aloud, like National Geographic Volcanoes, because she loves learning about new things. Lucy told me she enjoys learning new words when we read, spell, and clap in the classroom because it's exciting to learn new things. Lucy expressed that she wants to be a teacher when she grows up because she loves books, or a veterinarian because she really likes animals. Lucy is very respectful in the classroom to all adults and her classmates. She comes to school ready to learn and has a smile every day. Lucy is a true Justice Gage hero.
A couple other things I would like to add about Lucy. Lucy is the daughter of Gary and Casey Justice. She has two brothers, Emery, who is a fourth grader in Mrs. Payne's class at Justice Gage, and she also has a younger baby brother, Lennon, who is one. As far as academics, Lucy reached her end of the year math goal, which was 16 points improvement from the fall, and she increased 17 points already. So we are very excited about that. And she loves to read. And in case you didn't know, Dowagiac is in the Love to Read Challenge, and you can vote tonight until 6:30 a.m. So just a little plug for our I Love to Read Challenge. We are so proud of her accomplishments. She's a great role model for our school, and she was selected. She told us that she was selected because she is always kind to all of her friends and all the other students at Justice Gage Elementary, and she is a Justice Gage hero each day because she wants to be a great person, and she is a great person. So congratulations to January Student of the Month, Lucy Justice.
Sister Lakes.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Stout, and I'm the principal at Sister Lakes Elementary. Our January Student of the Month is Isaline Mendoza, and Isaline is enjoying a vacation in Florida right now. However, I'm sure she's, it's sunny and warm, but I'm still going to tell you all of the wonderful things about her out at Sister Lakes. So Easeline was chosen by her first grade teacher, Mrs. Megan, and she is someone who demonstrates every day what it's like to be helpful, honest, hardworking, respectful, and kind. She is a true friend to her peers, and she is the kind of student that everyone wants in her class. She never has to be asked twice, and she is an exceptional student. Easeline gives 110% on everything she does. She is also one of the sweetest girls that anyone has ever met. Her smile lights up the room. Easeline has two brothers that are also at Sister Lakes. Christian is a third grader and Salvador is a kindergartner. Her parents are Guadalupe and Salvador Mendoza, and she has a cat and dog at home. Miss Megan says that she can't think of a more deserving student for this award, and she is so proud of her, as she's sure her family is as well. So congratulations to Easeline.
All right, well, congratulations to all the January Student of the Months. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute recess for photos. We will be coming back at 7:01. We got closed session, so. Hey, did you bring cookies since you were late today?
You know, I didn't know because I didn't tell you I've been gone for 12 days.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, 7:01, we'll go ahead and call the meeting back to order. Any correspondence?
No, sorry.
None?
Nope.
Hearing of citizens? None. We'll go ahead and informational items. Financial report, Stacy?
It is recommended that we pay our bills as follows. General fund, $961,261.39. Food service, $120,480.57. Capital projects, $12,220.65. Activity, $14,562.61.
Superintendent report?
Yes, every 6 months, in connection with the ESSER funds that we've received through the COVID Relief Act, we have to revisit our Safe Returns to Instruction and Continuing of Service plan. Every 6 months, we have to review it and see if there's anything to be changed. There is nothing to change. It's the same plan that we implemented back in August. The big change that came into last August was the recommendations of if someone does test positive with COVID, that they stay home for 5 days, and that if they are fever-free and able to return, that when they come back, it's recommended that the expectation is they would wear masks for the next 5 days. But there's no other changes at this time. We think this might be the last time we have to revisit it, but we might have to come back again next year. It's all about the timing issue. So that's all we really have to share on that topic. And so if there's any questions regarding that?
Questions?
And if not, then I will pass the rest of the time over to Dr. Dunn to share some information about learning.
Okay. So if you can kind of flash back, for those who are with us, to July, at the first meeting I got to attend with you guys. It was a workshop, and I presented to all of you a draft version of the vision of teaching and learning. And so what you have in front of you is the final, so to speak. It will never be final. We'll always work to continually improve it. But on that first page, again, it outlines the vision for teaching and learning. And then we delineate some very specific indicators of what teaching and learning means. So as you can see, about effective instruction, high performance, and future readiness. So those three big keys to what we define for teaching and learning. The next page you'll have is kind of more of the action plan, so to speak. Listed there, you can see how it aligns to our vision and mission as a school district. It aligns to the strategic plan and the areas and goals of our district. And more so, the specifics, the nuts and bolts. So we have our objectives and key results that we're hoping to obtain by enacting this vision. We've listed those key performance indicators, those items that we will keep track of that should indicate if we're on the right move. And we don't want to jinx but we have possible good hope coming for you at the end of the year. Things are looking pretty good already with the pieces of improvement. So we're hoping to circle back and have some really good results to talk about. So we're
Now,
gonna
Mike,
keep working
Mike, were
hard.
all these objectives and key, were these all developed in coordination with like building administrators, like you guys all work together to be able to define what this looks like?
So I came on board doing a quick needs assessment of our district and then put together this, this document. The next step, so the third page for you, gives you that roadmap. And it outlines the process that we took this action and this plan. And so you can see we started in July with the board, and it works all the way through from the administrative team to the curriculum council, seeking ongoing feedback from our teachers through grade level and department chair meetings. And eventually we were supposed to wrap up in December. But as you know, a lot has come on the forefront to the board, and then we've had a change. And so we thought it would be best to just kind of wait till we got everybody in line. And so now we are ready to present now in February where we're at. So lots of input, feedback along the way. We've not waited, to be totally honest, we've not waited to just create a plan. We've been slowly enacting some of these pieces along the way because we know those to be best practices that needed to be happening. So we're seeing some really good fruits to the labor that we've already started, and we're going to continue to build on that. At that point, if you have any questions, let me know.
So how often will we then be able to get kind of updates on this? Is this a, Jonathan, are you seeing this as a quarterly update, or are we seeing this just to be able to see any movement on some of these objective and key results?
We began the conversation focusing on internally looking at, our conversations happen monthly with the chairs and the principals. So I see that going on at that level with Dr. Dunn. I thought maybe at least biannually, if not quarterly with the board, depending on what information we might have to share at those times.
Additionally, one of the things that we discussed was looking at a mentoring program of some sort, because I noticed on here we have some data points around attendance and behavior and having students kind of help mentor, and the whole Be Nice campaign was out there. Have we made any movements on anything such as that?
We have some.
And we talked about maybe looking at implementing it in the middle school as well, or something of the kind.
Yeah, within the SOAR classes, we have older students working with the students in those classes to share that different perspective with students at the middle school and the high school. So that is, yes, underway.
Perfect. Anybody else have questions on this? Well, Mike, thank you so much for putting this together. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on then. Consent agenda items A through E. If I can get a motion to approve those items.
I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to approve items A through E as listed on the consent agenda.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the A through E? Having heard none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. New business, beginning with item A. If I can get a motion for item A, which is your approval for the class action lawsuit against social media.
I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to join the class action lawsuit against social media, having the superintendent as the acting authorized representative on behalf of the school.
Can I get a second?
I second.
Stephanie? Yes.
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 Yeah.
Next item is the approval for an out-of-state field trip for the high school humanities club. Can you get a motion for that, please?
I, Stephanie Tucker, make the motion to approve the out-of-state trip for the High School Humanities Club for May 2nd and May 3rd, 2023, as presented and with the conditions described in Board Policy 2340.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Christina? Any discussion on that?
I think this is a great trip, but I did have some discussion. I had looked at the transportation, is $10 a student. And Jonathan, what do we usually charge for field trips?
It comes down to mileage rate, and it depends on the vehicle that we're using. And this one is describing, we're using the vans, not a bus. So it'd be more efficient.
3 vans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Buses are a little bit heavier, I mean, cost-wise.
I understand that, but you also brought in 3 vans. I just wondered, I don't know, I've been thinking about it for a while. I know it's, especially at the elementary schools, they try to do some field trips. And I would like us maybe as a board to see if we could, that really hurts PTOs because it's really getting up there, the fee. It would be nice if we could give maybe every school so many miles, you know, to use or whatever.
Is that standard in practice of
It hasn't been, no.
the charging?
We
of it?
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
But it's getting it's really putting a clamp on the school, on the elementary
The
schools.
foundation has been very helpful with field trips. They, in fact, they just approved, I think, 3 field trips just last week for the elementaries. And then they'll help with the transportation costs there.
So that's something that we could look at, and maybe reassessing based on the cost of all that, then just potentially with the, is that what you're saying?
We can do whatever
Okay.
So I'm just saying, if you've got 24 students times $10, that's only $240 to run 3 vans. That's not, I mean, I think that's great, but I think then if we're going to do that for the Humanities Club, we should also cut the elementary schools a little slack.
The transportation costs, the intent is that the fees are being covered by the students' fees.
Okay.
Right. There's no cutting that I'm aware of on this transportation cost for this field trip.
The students are fundraising or paying.
There's also,
Yeah, but you're only charging them $10 a student, $240 to run 3 vans down to.
But it could, what they're saying is they could be fundraising for the rest of that? There's fundraising to cover
yeah,
the rest of that.
the additional cost could come through other sources.
What's your concern?
Well, that.
The 240 is not the only transportation
Oh, okay.
cost.
Well, you didn't say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
okay.
caught up to what you were asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful, thank you.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Item C, approval for the Elementary and Media Center bookshelf project. Can I get a motion?
Yeah, I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to approve the superintendent's request for a not-to-exceed amount of $125,000 to be used to complete the elementary media center bookshelf project as described.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
And this was again because we had extra ESSER funds?
Yes,
Yeah.
ESSER
Okay.
funds, yes. This is not general fund, this is not building funds. This is because of ESSER funds, yes.
And those ESSER funds are earmarked, you can only use them on certain things, is my
Yep.
understanding. And where does this leave us? I believe I asked you, and I can't remember. Where does this leave us then after, do you remember? After we go through the
We're
120?
getting close to being done.
Done.
We do have some funds earmarked for use during next school year.
Okay,
But we have been working very hard to use every penny.
good.
And as I shared, that this is because a couple projects had not been approved They didn't, with every project connected to ESSERS has to get approved. A couple didn't. We've had a very, very high success rate in getting our plans approved, but we also had some projects that came in under cost, which is, so therefore there were some additional funds, and that's where these funds are coming from.
Any other questions? No. Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Recommendation for expulsion of student B 200000032. Can I get a motion?
Go ahead, Rob.
No, go ahead. All right. I, Rob Eckes, make the motion that student B 2000032 be expelled for 180 days with the conditions recommended by the superintendent.
Can I get a second?
I second.
Discussion. Roll call. Yes.
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 Next item, recommendation of expulsion for student C200001343. Can I get a motion, please?
I, Ruth Osra, make the motion that student C 200001343 be expelled for 180 days with the conditions recommended by the superintendent.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Support.
Carrie. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Item F, recommendation of long-term suspension for student D200000320. Motion.
I, Stephanie Tucker, make the motion that student D200000320 be suspended for the remainder of the 2022-2023 school year with the conditions recommended by the superintendent.
Second.
Second.
Rob. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
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 Now I need to be able to get a motion to be able to go into closed session based on the Opens Meeting Act 15.268, Section 8AH.
I, Stephanie Tucker, make the motion to go into a closed session under Open Meeting Act 15.268, Section 8AH.
Thank you. A second.
Second.
Christina. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yep.
I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook.